needs to be rules and guidelines that set it clear this is a penalty for doing these certain things. And how we don't have a penalty for stopping in a teammate or another team's pit box and having your car worked on, I have no idea. But again, at the end of the day, it's NASCAR Sandbox.
What's going on, y'all? I'm Brandon Atlanta Man Bang, coming to you live right here at Toasters Corner, the center of the universe, Thunderbolt, Georgia. Another episode of Rubbing and Grubbing. Rubbing is racing, grubbing is chasing. I hope you guys are having a good Wednesday, man. We are getting ready to get into it after a great race there in Las Vegas. Amazing time. All weekend was good, if you ask me. I love mile and a half in this next gen and for the series. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hey, we're going to get this thing cranked up. If you're new to tuning in the show, the way we like to start this out is what we call the word of the day, okay? I have no idea what the word is going to be. Lawrence will throw it up there, but every time I say the word, take a sip of your favorite adult beverage. I always say it's age appropriate. Doesn't matter if you're under 21. Hey, get some Red Bull sweet tea. We're right after Patty's Day. It's Tuesday. You got a 4 day school week, I guess, if you're in or out or whatever it may be, but enjoy that time. And last week's word was fire. So going to Vegas, maybe we talked about it, and probably after Phoenix, we talked about it a little bit. So this week's word is going to be, I have no idea, y'all, but take a sip. So getting into that NASCAR news, boy, let me tell you something. Josh Berry done came and shot the world there with the Wood Brothers and got that win there at Vegas. I tell you what, this shouldn't really be a surprise, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. But I'll tell you, at the end of the day, really glad to see such a historic NASCAR team. 101 wins there at Wood Brothers right there. That was the 101st win right there with Josh Berry, man. So you're cool to see it, and maybe I have him here at the Diamond Spit Lake coaches, and I can't even tell you where I put him. He was down there. I'm gonna top my-ish the rest of the season. I promise you that. So, anyways, big shout out to Josh Berry there for sure. Hey, man, an amazing truck race. I don't know if you guys tune in and watch it on Friday night. It took a while to get going. Didn't start till 9 Eastern time here, right? So I had to wait for it anyways. Then when we got going, we had some rain, a couple different rain delays. I don't even think this race ended until close to 1 o'clock. But I will say this, that was an amazing truck race. Those guys put on a great show. Rocket ships, I mean, the aero and the trucks are so different than the cup cars. But what an amazing run. I think to me that was my favorite race all weekend. Those boys were getting after it. So big shout out to Craftsman Truck Series there for sure. Here we go, man. Denny Hamlin. I don't know if y'all saw it. He done burned his damn house up today, boy, trying to cut the grass or have somebody cut the grass. He know Denny ain't out there riding the lawnmower. He might ride the FedEx 11 on Sunday. He ain't riding the damn lawnmower. At the end of the day, man, I don't know what happened. Lawnmower caught on fire. He's looking for the There we go. Lawnmower caught on fire. Something happened. Anyway, it burned his whole yard up there in Lake Norman. That's where they all good, man. So glad everybody's all right. Glad house didn't catch on fire. Stuff happens, man. Hey, grass will grow a lot greener here coming up in May, June, July for you, man. If you guys haven't yet, man, please go out, like, share, follow all that social media, man. Lawrence does a great job of taking care of all of it. I just call it he does the work. But you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Most importantly, y'all, for real, go out and subscribe to that YouTube channel. That's our bread and butter. We're trying to get more. It's trying to give away this Ryan Blaney helmet. If you're new to watching the show, all you got to do is do subscribe on YouTube. Tell me where Ryan Blaney is going to finish this week at Miami. This helmet could get sent to you. I mean, I'm trying to give it away. Somebody please just pick. There's 420 plus followers. Somebody please just pick the right place and give it away. I'll be gambling on it myself because then I can just give it away again.
Or
Or
maybe
maybe
I'll keep.
I
I know
know
a
a
couple
couple
Ryan
Ryan
Blaney
Blaney
fans.
fans. Maybe
Maybe I'll
I'll
save
save
it
it
for
for
them,
them,
man.
man.
So at the end of the day, like I, hi guys. Like I said, at the end of the day, man, just make sure you guys are following that YouTube. Subscribe to that channel. I mean, that is what it is all about, y'all. So again, pick the finishing spot, get the helmet. Sounds good to me. So tire test in Charlotte, man, which seems really interesting. We're going in, we're getting into that season. We went out earlier in the week, popped tire test there. Xfinity and Cup Series ran. The feedback was good, which I enjoy. I mean, I like to hear that. I think mile and a half now, after we just saw at Las Vegas, for the bread and butter of the next gen car for the Cup Series. It really is. And I think it's good to test tires and make sure they're still in tune with the racetrack. You know, year after year, weather, snow, this, that, things happen. So glad to hear everything came back good. Glad to hear everybody that drove it is happy with the tire. And you know, moving forward, we'll see what it brings here when we get to Coca-Cola 600 coming up in May. So penalties handed down, dude. Here is a big picture right here. Everybody got handed penalties. There's like 6 to 8 penalties. Only Cup Series only got 2 of them. As we know, Kyle Busch, Chase Briscoe penalized, losing a tire on the track. Xfinity had quite a few. But it was a rough weekend in Vegas, and we're going to talk more about it as we move forward for sure. And what I mean by that, y'all, I'm going to tell you guys like this. Fentanyl has hit NASCAR, y'all. I ain't gonna talk no ish about nobody. I don't know what the substance was, but there was quite a few guys that got busted for violating NASCAR substance abuse policy here here at Las Vegas. More than I've ever seen at any one given time. So you know, hopefully they just got a little silly with it there in Vegas or whatever, and hopefully they all come back. It was nobody major, nothing crazy. What the substance is, we don't know. But I mean, come on, y'all. We got to get this together, man. Y'all, you know, it's a major sport. You can't just be smoking dope and hanging out and smoking the weed with the homies. You know what I mean? You got to maintain at least, you know, 10 months out of the year. Come on, y'all. So that'll wrap it up for that NASCAR news, baby. We are moving into the checkered flag for charity. I'll bring this back up. If you guys are new to tuning in the show, whatever you like to do this, whatever car number wins, we donate in. Let me tell you guys, that Josh Berry, that 21 Wood brother, quit and 21 guys. I'm getting pointed at right now, but the 21 won, which is great. Like I said earlier, 101st win for the Wood brothers there, the organization. Glad to see Josh Berry do it. We threw it in there. Brings the year total up to $105 right here, just off Checker Flag for Charity. I say it all the time. We got a big concert coming up. We'll talk more about this weekend in the Sound Garden, but bring some extra dough up. We're going to have Cooler Full of Joy giveaways. We're helping out one of my best friends, man. This is a brother to me. It's like family. You know, his dad had a couple back-to-back heart attacks. He had to take time off of work. He's the only family member here. You know, just an amazing family that is true Savannahans. So when you come to the coaches, you want to help out. It all stays local. Bring some money, win a cooler. We got all kinds of giveaways going all year. We're going to be raising some money for them. So make sure you check it out. It's my buddy Todd Barton, Mr. Rudy Barton. They got a GoFundMe page set up, which I don't have that right now, which excuse me for not, but I will next week. You can hit it there. You can hit it here at Coaches. Just make sure you're bringing in, donating into the good causes. And the best part about it is it all stays local right here in the area, man. That's the best part. Let's help our own families out, our own community, man. So getting ready to get into that who's hot and who's not. But before we do, got to give a big shout out to my main man, Parker Eccles, owner-operator over there at Arbor Man Tree Service. Doesn't matter what it is, full tree removal, stump grinding, limb cut back, whatever it is, Parker will take care of it. The best tree service in Savannah. You'll see that number scrolling all night long. Locally owned, locally operated, fully insured. Make sure you give Parker and his team over there a call at Arbor Man. They will take care of all of it for you. As I always love to say, no job too big, too small. Give Parker a call, baby. So get into that who's hot, man. And I'm going to tell you what, spare me, but I will take Christopher Bell to still be the hottest in the sport right now. Back-to-back wins, first time in the next gen. We're coming into Miami. This guy can literally fly it up there around the top. I think it's a good pick if you take him this week again. So I'll take Christopher Bell. Maintaining is the best Toyota team in the sport right now. 2 for me. Come on, man. Willie B, old AKA Big Hat Byron, baby. Willie the Kid, man. I tell you what, young talent showing it up over there at Hendrick, outshowing the 5-car right now. William Byron, man, back-to-back Daytona 500 winner. And the leading Chevy car, if you ask me, honestly, at least contends every week. Maybe not this past week. Had the strategy, just didn't roll out that way. We'll talk about that in a bit, but I'll take William Byron second on the hot list. Third for me, and I'm going to move him in here, and everybody can say whatever they want. He might win again this weekend. I'll take Josh Berry, man, sitting in that third spot. I will. At Atlanta, at home track, where I'm from, where we go, had a great race car. Fast speed all weekend long, man, doing his thing. You know, and here we are. We come out and he gets a win. So you can hate if you want to, but I tell you what, it looks like Wood Brothers and Ford kindly came together, and we're starting to get some good equipment over there. And I think Josh Berry's a good driver. It's not even his forte. Mile and a half, not even a short track. And I think he's going to have some good runs, and I hope they do. I hope to see the 21 extremely successful, as in years past, man. I absolutely love to see it for sure. So that'll do it for the who's hot. We are getting into the who's not, and I'm going to tell you this. NASCAR is very cold right now for not penalizing Christopher Bell for whatever kind of wizardry they did there on Sunday, pulling into a teammate's box to get a wheel tightened on so they don't lose one to come back in and take a penalty. I tell you what, if that is all you get is just a pass through and you still are good to go, then you're going to see a lot more of that. I mean, I promise you that. So hopefully NASCAR takes a look at it and starts to regulate that in a way. You do that, maybe it should be 2 pass throughs. Maybe you could go a lap down and a pass through. I mean, I don't know what it is, but all I'm saying is when you can pull up in your teammate's box and get your stuff tightened up and fixed on, I mean, something's wrong there. I mean, that's organizational. That's not team. So NASCAR got to get a hold on that for sure. And I am going to say something about this, and I'm not sexist in no means, but Catherine Legge run there at Vegas, okay? And we got in this car, and if you follow her story, you know what she's doing. She's trying to race all these different out parts of motorsports and this and that. But I read an article today that said, something about diversity and all these things. There have been a lot of women that came before Catherine Legge, and I can guarantee there wasn't a woman out there that ever said "F 'em" whenever somebody hated on what she was doing. Look, I don't jock you one bit about what you're doing or what it is and what it ain't. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of women that came into NASCAR and made NASCAR what it is and acceptable for you to be able to come in and race, no matter your sponsorship, no matter your money. So if you just want to say F them for hating on you, I get it. That's 100%. But obviously, you learned a very valuable lesson that NASCAR is unlike no other. And there's a lot of women that were very, very successful in NASCAR for what it is. So I think it was a step back when we look at women in NASCAR. I think she kind of, instead of embracing something and embracing the hate and using it to move forward, I love the personality. I love the statement. That's all great, ruffle some feathers. But at the end of the day, you kind of shat on every woman that came before you in the sport. So keep that in mind as we move forward. So Penske, boy, I'll say Penske's cold as hell. Boy, they got they got an ice cube on them right now. They're cold as hell, man. Who would have thought the first Ford team to win would have been the Wood brothers, not Penske? Who knows, man? But anyways, well, they better get it together. I told you, after the Indy 500, that's when they start running. That's when Roger starts putting money in and go, yeah, okay, we can run now. So that'll do it for the who's hot and who's not, baby. We are getting to that Vegas recap, and I tell you what, man, a great race there in Sin City. A true D-shaped oval, amazing racetrack, wind tail, weather tail at times. And I tell you what, it put on a great show. That shows you 1.5 true racing. And guess what? When we go to this 1.5 at Miami, it looks totally different than Vegas. And when we go to Darlington, it looks totally different than Miami. So anybody out there that goes 1.5 cookie cutters, spare me, man. Get out of here. But looking forward to it. Absolutely love the race there at Vegas. Josh Berry slayed him, figured out a way to come home victorious. And I tell you what, when the man got out front and I had him, I was pulling for him. And we start pulling away. I said, oh, he's got it. No caution, no caution. And glad to see it end the way that it did. Hated it for some of the center teams. Some of the other guys played strategy in a way, tried to get things going, maybe dictate the race. Didn't work out the way they wanted it to. I mean, they were fast all day, came right back through the field, and when it came down to that last restart, just wasn't enough time, or maybe it just wasn't enough good position. But at the end of the day, cost them a little bit. Still good finishes, but cost them a little bit. 3 inside the top 10. I mean, it just cost them a little bit. Maybe cost them a win there for sure. Again, man, great run for some smaller teams. Ryan Priest had a great run. Daniel Suarez showing up strong there at the end. I mean, all of them look like they had good runs going for sure, and a great way to capitalize on that. Trackhouse, I think both cars inside the top 5, which is the first time, and God only knows when, that both of those finished up there. So good to see it. That top 10 was crazy. I think due to pit strategy and the way the lace rayed out, but all in all, a really good race, man. Had a few penalties, like I said, Kyle Busch, Chase Briscoe, rough days there, losing tires. But the one thing I will say is I got to give hats off to Kyle Busch. I will take my hat out to you, sir. Sat behind the wall for how many laps and waited on the car to get fixed and came out and drive it. And I'm not going to say that a Ford driver gave up too early, but I will say he backed into the wall compared to Kyle Busch hitting a ton and still waited to come out and different times of the race. But Ryan Blaney parked it, and Kyle Busch came out. So I'm glad to see Kyle Busch do his thing, man. That maybe shows a little bit of maturity coming out as a driver and going, hey, we need points. Let's get our points. And who knows? I'd hate to see Ryan Blaney miss the cut or miss whatever it might be by 1 point. It could happen. By 1 point, it could happen and go, well, maybe you could have fixed it and made 2 more laps at Las Vegas early in the year and you would have made it. So hate to see it, but good show for Kyle Busch, man. All in all, like I said, another reason why Vegas is always an amazing race, guys. I'm telling you what, you go out there, you do your thing. It's an awesome show. The wind in the spring is crazy. Even in the fall it is, but I love the fact we get together twice a year. Just puts on a great race and a great show. Very fast, very different than a lot of mile and a half we go to. So good run there for sure. So getting ready to get into that Miami preview, baby, and I tell you what, this is one of my favorite races all year long. I love Miami. I absolutely love it. Progressive banking, multi-lane, these guys turning it out around the top, guys cutting the corners, 5 wide, 4 wide on restart. And I tell you, I absolutely love it. Make sure you tune in this Sunday and catch this race of any other one in the season. Catch this one, but better yet, make sure you come out to Coach's Corner, Savannah's NASCAR home right here, Thunderbolt, Georgia, man. You got to come check it out. So we are getting ready to get into that Liberty Forge keys for victory, and I'll tell you what, it doesn't change too much, week in and week out, but you got to check out Liberty Forge, man. They had a bad Facebook post today. It didn't matter if you had an old school Bronco or a new school Bronco. Make sure you hook it up with them Liberty Forges, and man, they look sick. I'm going to get the wheel back up here. I know I've been saying it. It's a lot for me to get around. I'm going to get the wheel up here. We'll have it as a permanent staple. But just a great sponsor, man. You see the hat. These guys are the most amazing big boy truck wheels you can see, man. They cut them to order. They do their thing. Floating center caps, fully customizable with powder coat and different finishes. If you haven't checked it out yet, make sure you go check it out. Liberty Forge wheels, they are an amazing company. We're going to give away some swag. I've got a hat, a couple more t-shirts to give away throughout the year. So if you haven't yet and you got a big boy truck and you look at badass wheels, unique wheels, make sure you check out Liberty Forge, baby. So, as I said, man, keys to victory. Track position is key here. Restarts at Miami mean a lot. Clean air are either going to set you free or they're going to cut you off. You better be out front. You better be in the top 5 when it's time to strike. Because I'll tell you what, depending on how that race goes, 10th is too far back, man. We will see what happens, what tire compound we bring in, but I expect an amazing, amazing race there at Miami. Fast pit stops, got to stay clean. We saw guys that had mishaps on pit road this past weekend and maybe cost them a win. Some of the best cars out there. So, as we always know, clean air, track position, starting position, qualify good. I don't think qualifying doesn't mean quite as much as Miami as it does a lot of places, but you still want to do it good. And again, a clean day out front, clean air can win you Miami for sure. So getting to that money line presented by Redfin Polarized, baby, the best polarized sunglasses on the planet. I tell you what, it don't matter whether you got a wall hanger or money on the line. Make sure you see it clearly with Redfin. Again, the best polarized sunglasses on the planet. Italian frames, Carl Zeiss lenses. These things are killing it, man. A lot of new styles out there. You can check it out. A lot of different color combos on the polarization. Whatever it needs that you need on the water, they got you covered, brother. I can tell you what, it is an awesome company. Customer service is A1. Check out that website, Redfin Polarized. Use code Rubbin' and Grubbin at checkout. Save you 15%, man, for sure. So getting to that top 5, number 1, it's Kyle Larson. I'm gonna take Kyle Larson, y'all. It's time for him to get a win. We're what 5, 6 races in the season, hadn't won yet. Kyle Larson wins Miami. Okay, I'll take him first. Second, I'll take Tyler Reddick, another guy that's known to ride the high line, baby, get it strung out, really good in the points, quietly good. Maybe this is where he shows some dominance, goes out and gets that win there for Toyota, and maybe livens it up outside of JGR there. 3, come on, I just talked about it. You better take Christopher Bell. Boy, let me tell you, he done won 3 races, and we're going into Miami. He might win 4 right here, 4 out of the last 5. 4 out of the last, what is it? That'd be 3 out of the last 4. Doesn't sound too bad, right? 3 out of the last 4, 4 out of the first 5, 6. It don't sound too bad. Christopher Bell is going to be fast, so watch him. 4 for me, William Byron. To me, the best Hendrick car there, that 24 Iconic. Gonna have a good run there at Miami. I think if anywhere, this is a place I always love the 24 car. He's gonna run good there. Him and Rudy Fugel, they got it figured out. 5 was hard for me, but I'll take Denny. I'll take Denny Hamlin. Been there enough, has the experience, raced for championships, even though he never won one of those. Didn't win that race when it really mattered either, but at least he can run good at Miami. Dark horses, I'm going back to back with Josh Berry. I take Josh Berry as a little bit of a sleeper. Yeah, maybe everybody thinks he shot his magic last week, but maybe he comes out strong again this week. Who knows? You better watch out. 16 Allmendinger. Lawrence busted down some stats to me. I'll tell you what, he's got the best average finish there at Miami outside of Christopher Bell. 5.2 as Lawrence just threw it up in the last 5 races. So if you're a betting man, maybe you take a little AJ Allmendinger and Colleague down there to push you a little further. And 43, I always like Eric Jones. I think Eric Jones here at Miami, very similar to the Highline at Darlington, got to run close to the wall. Maybe the 43 comes to life. You saw it last week at Vegas. He really did. Had a pretty good run going until he didn't. But I'll take him as the last dark horse for sure. So getting ready to get into the hard right turn, but before we do, got to give a big shout out to Lamar over there at Lamar's Body Shop. 35 plus years taking care of Savannah's auto collision needs. Doesn't matter what it is. Parts replaced, full paint job. You need an estimate. Go see Lamar and his team. They're not cutting corners on you. They're going to give it to you straight. 2301 Skidaway Road. It is a hop, skip, and a jump away from Coaches. Kind of a win-win. Drop the car for an estimate. Come down here, have some lunch, go back. It's a win-win, man. Again, 2301 Skidaway Road. As I always say, why settle for par? Go see Lamar. I love you, brother. So a hard right turn for me this week is going to be one of these things. It's like this, man. I'm loving what we do with NASCAR and when to take and when not to give, right? Like when to call the penalty and when not. And it's the human error, and I think we all lose it. I think in auto sports, I think it really should be a little more clear cut than what it is, especially in NASCAR, right? It's just kind of here we go. I mean, who would ever think you can stop in a teammate's pit box and get something tightened up or get fixed and go and really don't incur that big of a penalty? I mean, when you really look at it, it really wasn't. Great for thinking outside the box. I love that. But at the end of the day, we got to be a little more clear cut on what we're going to get penalties for and what we're not, right? I think that when it's on track in certain situations, drivers should handle it on their own. NASCAR shouldn't step in, as we've seen. Let them do what they're going to do. But at the same time, I also think there needs to be rules and guidelines that set it clear this is a penalty for doing these certain things. And how we don't have a penalty for stopping in a teammate or another team's pit box and having your car worked on, I have no idea. But again, at the end of the day, it's NASCAR sandbox. You got to play by their rules. They get to make them up as we go. And when things are the first time that it happens, and I love it. I do love the human error factor of when to throw the caution and when not to, and what's caution deemable and what isn't. But when it comes down to it, what would happen if Josh Berry stopped in another Ford camp and they tightened him up? It's not the same ownership. It's not the same team, same manufacturer, right? So for single car teams to go, well, I have nobody out here, and if that's illegal, or if that's legal and that's what we do, and this is the biggest penalty, maybe you'll see more of it. I think NASCAR definitely will take a look at it. I hope moving forward they make a little bit better decisions than what we did this past week. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Again, their sandbox. You don't like the rules, you don't have to play in it. So that'll do it for the rubbing. We are on to the grubbing, okay? And I tell you what, little Sesame is a staple. I'm hungry. I'm getting ready to tear into a piece of it right now as we talk. We are going with the quesadilla, baby. Chicken fully loaded, all the veggies on the inside. This is a bad mammer jammer here. A little sour, a little salsa. If you have not been at the Coaches, you guys, and checked out their menu, you're living under a rock and incarcerated. And if you're incarcerated, I don't blame you for not being able to get here, okay? I understand. But somebody might be able to mail you a piece of this quesadilla. I mean, there's all kinds of things getting in prison system. So at the end of the day, Coach's Corner does it any way you want it, man. If it's feasible and you want to dress it up, change this, change that, they will make it work for you. So many good things on the menu. Food is great. Service is great. The best live place for music in Savannah. So make sure you're coming out, supporting that local business here at Coach's Corner, baby. Amazing food for sure. The best of for Coach Carl DeMasi on the prep for or the sports report there with Carl. Not feeling too good, under the weather. Coach, I hope you feel better, but make sure you tune in, support that best of show. He's got some good highlights, some good things, some good athletes, man, that have come out of this place. Coach knows it all. And if you haven't yet, go out and subscribe to his YouTube channel and ours. Make sure you're doing both. Just keeping you up to date and everything in the Savannah area. Getting ready to get into, actual regular season for baseball. Coach will give you the rundown on that as well. Just an amazing, amazing sports guru. So go out, support Coach DeMasi. Again, y'all, we got this helmet. We're giving it away. All right. One of 150 certificates in here. It's signed. Ryan Blaney himself. It's a good looking helmet, man. It really is. I'm trying to give it away. So again, subscribe to the show if you already did. All you got to do is just comment where he's finishing this week at Miami. First through 39 or 38 or 36 or however many cars you got. Just tell me where he finishes, man. You can win this helmet. If we have a tie, we go to random. We'll give it away that way. But at the end of the day, just tell me where he finishes. Got a chance to win the helmet every Wednesday live right here at Coach's Corner, rubbing and grubbing. Thank you guys for the support. I'm out. I'm about to eat this quesadilla. Love you guys. Hope you have a good Wednesday. As always, stay safe. Wash your hands, y'all. Love you guys.